Hello and welcome to a Stampit where it's a very hot summer, but this is a Stampit that was kind of urgent because fuck, this game is good. This is Cult of the Lamb. It's sort of if you mixed Animal Crossing with Binding of Isaac. The way I'm going to show you this game is I'm going to load up a new save, show you the intro to the game, and then I'll load up my day 6, 1.5 hour played save. So if you don't want any spoilers, don't tune in for that. And if you just want to see what the start of the game is, check it out. And trust me when I say buy this game. If you like roguelikes and you like micromanaging little cities, this is sort of your little thing. It's not necessarily a city or more of a town, but you get the gist. Anyway, this is Cult of the Lamb. It's made by Massive Monster and published by Devolver. It's got a really unique style as well. It's a mixture between drawn and animated, and it's actually got this really nice texture to it. I can't really describe it. It's almost like Paper Mario got better artwork. Anyway, we'll start the game, and I'll show you it from the start, and we'll see where we end up. Praise the Lamb, conduit to the great power, promise liberator of the one who waits below. Yet sacrificial beast, take heed, for a crown cannot sit upon two brows. So, here we are, the lamb. We're chained up by a bunch of cultists. I'm actually in control right now, and we're off to go and get sacrificed. We can't walk away as much as we want to. The little cultists get angry. But this is what I mean by it's sort of like a Paper Mario. So it's almost like a 2D layered, but a roguelike within that. And it's got this really nice drawn aesthetic, but you can also see, like, if you look at this gravestone, look at the shading on the gravestone. See how it's like flicking through frames of different, like, sketched stuff? It's got a really nice feel to the animation. Anyway, let's move on before I talk about the animation anymore. Game by Massive Monster, there we go, and it will be published by Devolver Digital. There you go. And here are the evil priests. Let's kneel and get sacrificed as an adorable little lamb. Before us stands the last of its kind, all others we have hunted down and put to the blade. With this final sacrifice, the prophecy will be impossible to fulfill. The heretic who lies bound below will be condemned to eternal captivity. An old faith shall be preserved. Okay, so we got murdered, and now we're in the next phase of existence. The one who waits. Come closer, fear not, for though you are already dead, I still have need of you. These foolish bishops thought they could keep me from you in death. No, keep you from me in death. But instead, they send you straight to me. I will give you life again, but as a price. All I ask is that you start a cult in my name. Do we have a deal? And I have the options of yes and absolutely. So I'm going to say yes. Cult of the Lamb! So that's the style of the game. So our little hat becomes a sword. So it's sort of a hack and slash, but with the ability to sort of roll to dodge. I don't know if this enemy's actually going to attack me. Are you going to attack me? Yeah, there we go. So they go white when they attack, and you can roll out the way. And you sort of hack and slash, which is really nice. And you can also destroy most of the level, candles, corpses, the whole thing. So it's a really satisfying hack and slash. But we've been summoned as a little demon. If I was going to open my inventory to show you. So there we are, we're the lamb. We have our little sword and our little fleece of the lamb. And yeah, we've broken out. There we go. So we're going to go down this. So this is sort of like how the map works. Similar to like Binding of Isaac, how you go down the basement. Here you get to sort of pick your way and where you go. A little more like FTL, I guess, but vertical. It's got roguelike elements. You know, you pick your level. So next up, we've got this satanic symbol. And this is Ratau. Fear not, I am Ratau. I was once a chosen vessel like you, but those days are lost to the wind. I was sent to guide you. We are deep in the lands of the old faith and in grave danger. My instructions are to leave you to safety. Continue through the woods. Escape lies ahead. I will be close by. See, I quite like this guy for 2 reasons. Here's the 2 reasons I like him. Number 1, and this is sort of not really a spoiler, later on in the game you unlock a dice game, like a mini game, and oh my god, I love that, and you play against him. Number 2 is the fact that because he no longer has a special hat as a Trozenmon, he's got a little paper one that he's drawn a triangle on, and I think that's adorable. Also, I'm going to lightly destroy his house and camp, because I said so. So, we've got some enemies, they sort of charge at you. Basic sort of hack and slash combat, but it's rather satisfying, and actually, even though it's a little more simplistic, I quite enjoy that because it adds an element to the gameplay that you're not really thinking about. It's all about speed, this game, and I'll demonstrate why in the future. Anyway, this is gold coins. You collect them for beating rooms. We'll go into the next room. There we go. More gold coins. I will be speeding through these rooms because you get quicker the more you go. You'll also notice right now I actually don't even have a health bar. So it's not the end of the world even if I get hit. This is just a tutorial. You can't really fuck it up. Here we go. There's also an element of stun locking where if you hit an enemy, they can't attack you. There is quite a bit to fighting in this game, and it is sexy as fuck. You can also make a cute sheep noise if you want to. Alright, here we are, the end. Got a bunch more gold, and let's go through the exit. And that will take us to this person. It's not a person as such, it's a sacrifice. There we are. We have nearly reached safety, but look ahead, another poor soul about to be sacrificed. Rescue them and they would have no choice but to join your new cult. Yeah, not at all weird. This seems to be, yeah, just a little bit. Yeah. O mighty bishops of the old faith, we ask you to accept the sacrifice of this wretched soul. Hey, who interrupts our ritual and trespasses on sacred ground? Me, hello. So, just very quickly, because while my health doesn't matter, there's 2 sort of nubules, as you can see at the very front of the shrine. When I defeat a wave of enemies, one of them fills in. So that shows me I've got 2 waves of enemies to fight to unlock this altar. There we go. There's our little dear friend. Freed. Let's rescue them. And by rescue them, lob them in a hell portal where they await indoctrination. Rather casually. Yeah, it's fine. Totally fine. Just normal day. And here we are. We have reached safety! You have done well. The red crown will allow you to use those markings on the ground to transport yourself great distances. It will take you to a temple that has fallen to ruin. There you will be able to begin your new cult. I will meet you there. So, we're going to return to our cult, and I'll sort of show off the town area of this sort of game. It's not really a town area, it's more just a cult area. But that's the whole deal. So, very important, as you can see on this, you can see the stages I went through, the loot I've received, how much time it took me, and how many enemies I killed. How much time it took will be something I'll circle back to later. So, we'll teleport to our little cult shrine. Here we are. And this is home. We get to select a difficulty. I'm going to leave it on medium. Personally, and this is what I'm saying right now, medium is a little easy if you've played games like Hades or Binding of Isaac. I would put it on hard or very hard because I'm not struggling at all at medium right now. However, put it on medium if you want to just enjoy some casual fun. Anyway, so this is our little sort of shrine area. We can't go forwards into the forest anymore. Not until we've gone down here and we've spoken to Ratau. So this is our little sort of cult. It's hallowed ground, which once belonged to Ratau. It's now to be the site of my new cult. We've got to begin indoctrinating this poor soul into the warm embrace of your cult. And then followers can gather resources so they can collect lumber or stone. So there's our little follower. Came through the portal. So when it says you can collect lumber or stone, there's lumber all around this place, and there's actually stone all around this place, and they will mine it for you. So, hello, let's indoctrinate you. Your name's Najul. Please spare me. So, we can actually change a lot of this stuff. We can randomize the name. Your name is now Arga. I can also make you, because I also have the special deluxe DLC, because I'm just going to say it now. I really wanted to support the people who made this game. It just gives you a couple of things, like a narwhal. Who doesn't want a narwhal in their cult? Everyone will be a narwhal. The cult of the red narwhal. There we go. And let's give you... yeah, no spots on your face. So, every single person you can indoctrinate into your cult has different traits. You can change what they look like, but the traits are set in stone, as far as I'm aware. I've yet to find a place to undo them, if that's a thing. So, when I recruit this follower, I gain 10 faith. That's quite good. They heal faster when they're sick, and they generate devotion better. Arga's a great little person. All positive traits, nothing wrong with them. So, welcome to the cult. There we go, and they now hold a little vest with my cult symbol on. And I give them an order. So I can say chop trees or rubble. Go chop some trees. And Arga will go away and chop trees. So, followers have to eat, they have to have places to sleep, they have actual survival needs. See, we're undead, which is fine, but we need to literally go and build a cooking fire and also cook meals for them. And basically, it's a mixture between managing your little followers and your campaign and making sure it survives. So I'm going to quickly get some stone. There we go. I need 2 pieces of stone. And I also need 5 pieces of lumber. So have you actually chopped that tree down yet? No. They're a lot slower than you, but you can give them a hand. So there we go. 5 pieces of lumber. And here we go to build. So there's a lot of things you can build. So just a quick show off. All of this stuff is stuff that's literally useful. Like, it's all usables. So this is like bonfires. That's food production, like farms. That's economy. We also have faith stuff, so it'll be like temples and shrines. And then there's decorations, if you just want to make the place look pretty. Which is kind of cool, if you think about it. So there's a whole Animal Crossing side to this game, which is why I said, which is brilliant, I think. So we'll put down the cooking fire, and you'll see it works on sort of like an isometric square basis sort of deal. So let's put the cooking fire here. What a nice spot here. There we go. And so we'll build it. There we go. Your followers need to eat. It's up to you to provide meals for them. The hunger section of your cult can be seen on the top left. When this gets too low, followers will begin to starve. You can find more food while crusading. Pick routes that pass through foraging locations. Plants and farms grow as well, so there's an example of a farm. Lovely little tutorial, this. So up on the top left, we've only got the hunger stat. So I'll very quickly show off cooking. Cooking, because I have 6 berries, I can put a meal in, press triangle, and then I just have to hit the QuickTime event, and it cooks the meal. And there you go, ours is eating it. So, next Ratau wants me to build a shrine. Shrines are all to do with powers and upgrades. But this is sort of where I'm going to leave the intro. So you sort of get the gist. We could now go back into this, collect more minions and so on and so forth. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually exit very quickly. I'll do a save because this one is nice. Maybe I'll do this one on Twitch because there's actually Twitch integration. So I guarantee there's probably the way you could fuck with me if you wanted to. But we're going to go back to the main menu and I'm going to load my 1.5-hour gameplay to show you what it's like now. I'm not going to do much more combat. I don't want to spoil bosses or anything like that. I'm just going to really quickly show you how my cult looks. Because I named my cult Cult of the Lamb. I couldn't think of a good name for it. You get to actually name it if you want to. So here I am. Cult of the Lamb. Very quickly. So you can see on the right, I've got to give people gifts and increase their loyalty. As you do. So, this is my little cooking area. I have lots of different types of meals I can make. They all have different buffs, though. So, for example, hearty meat broth gives a 15% chance of the follower pooping, which is bad. However, 25% chance that they might drop something valuable. There's also something called a deadly dish, which is a 100% chance that someone will drop a valuable resource, but, like, they're definitely gonna die. So, yeah, you get the gist. There's lots of them. I've also got a selection of beds over here. These lot are working on nice little candles, as you can see. Oh, look at them go. Come on, let's wait for the candle to be finished. Today, please. There you go, I'll help. There you go. Little candles just in between the beds. Over here is my shrine with people praying to it. Any new followers would come here, but I don't have any right now. Hello, let's look at Valifair. This is Valifair, so I can do lots of things. I can demand stuff of them. I can give them different jobs to work towards. I can see their thoughts and what they want. So, this guy's traits is he loses faith when he becomes ill, but he ignores dissenters, people who lose faith in me. So, top left, you've got my health, which is hearts, currency, number of followers. You've got food, and that sickness-like one that looks like kind of like COVID is sickness, and that's related to poo around the area. So you have to clean up the poo, and as you see, that went up a little bit in the corner because your followers shit, and you have to deal with it. You have to look after them quite a lot. It's a little bit of a caretakery game because you have to look after them and go dungeon crawling. So, let me just clean up some poo in this area. They're my farms. They're not doing too well right now. They're slowly growing. So, that's that. The shrine over here gains divine inspiration, and you can unlock things like researches. That's what this is. So, I've learned sleeping bags, the ability to chuck bodies in a hole, farms, and that's it. I haven't really moved on. I haven't massively gone up the tiers. There's lots of tiers of upgrades if you look at it, so quite a lot for you to unlock, which is great. And people will also try and give you quests and stuff, and your little, like, followers, they actually talk to each other. So, sometimes they'll get on with each other, sometimes they won't, and that can positively or negatively impact your settlement. There's a lot in this. In fact, this is probably more detailed than Fallout 4's settlements, which is something. So very quickly, I'm going to point out the last thing on the screen that's going to be important, sort of UI-wise. On the top right, there is the time of day clock. Every day, people need to eat, people need to poo, and people need to sleep. And the longer I leave it, the more they'll do at the home base. But that clock doesn't stop. When I go into a dungeon, that clock keeps ticking. So, if I spend hours in a dungeon doing a little crusade, these people will end up getting sick and hungry because I'm not here providing for them. And that's a very important thing. Also, once a day, you get the access to, in your little church, because I built a little church, to do things like sermons, where you draw energy from your followers. You can upgrade your crown, which gives you new abilities and items and drops. You can also do doctrines, which are like commandments made of stone, and rituals, like I could sacrifice a follower, or light a fire and make everyone dance. I'm not spoiling too much of the game right now, trust me, there's plenty to come. And I really hope this takes off in a ridiculously large amount. Oh, my berries are done. Do they regrow? No, they don't. Aww. We'll plant some flowers, I guess. Okay. There we go. But there we are. So, this is Cult of the Lamb. It's absolutely adorable. Really nice aesthetic. But also has its own level of difficulty that's quite interesting and unique. And I'm interested to see where it goes over the next couple of days, for sure, because, well, I got a lot to do. But I'm going to be spending a lot of time playing this if I can. So, very quick, very short stamp it, nothing special. I just wanted you to check out this game because it is really pretty good. Yeah. And that's all I have to say. So, thank you very much for watching. Much love from me, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.